Well, I want to tell you something. If ever there was a reason to get out and enjoy myself, this had to be it. Hang on a second, I got to work out what I did here. And I think this is the message that I want to give you. I spent, let me have a look here, about $10 and to do this trip, and that included the fact that I needed to go, I mean, it doesn't include the gas obviously, but you know, I needed to come into this area sort of to pick up the gift I had left behind accidentally when I went out for dinner about 2 weeks ago. And I thought, well, while I'm there, let me go visit the conservatory. If I remember that I said to you I would come back and do that. And now, just as I get in the car to go home, it's starting to rain. But what I wanted to talk to you about was, what if I'd let Gertrude do what she wanted to? What if she had taken control of my life and I'd stayed at home? I would have missed all those cute birds. Lived here 30 years, never knew they had birds in there. Duh. Obviously, I need to do more of be a tourist in my own town. I'm going to change the angle of the camera just so that you guys can see some of the trees as I finish going through the park. Enjoy. Let's hope that you'll be able to see them. Actually, as luck would have it, now I'm going to try and stick my camera back where it's meant to be. Never had that happen before, apparently. Not a good idea. God, hang on a second, I've got other trees over here. Look at this. Gotta stop doing that, right? Alright, so well, that's I said, this, if ever there was a reason to get over your excuses and go and do something, that's the very point that I wanted to make, was that I don't think I've done one of these field trips ever and come away going, oh, I wasted my time doing that, I should have stayed home. And the peculiar thing is, that literally I am a tourist in my own town. Insane. So I encourage you all, if you don't feel like exercise, for example. Oh, that's a good point. How much have I walked? Not a whole lot, I'm sure. Yeah. I haven't walked a whole lot, but boy, the amount that I've walked certainly was pleasant. And that's what I'm looking for now as I head into the winter, is places where I can go and maybe stroll and get some exercise and share it with you for about $10 a week. And my reality is, got some interesting trees coming up on the camera any minute now. Some beautiful colors. I wonder if you can see them. So my reality is, this was an awesome thing to have done, and I'm so glad I went back. I think if I counted all the gosh, oh my, look at that, isn't that cute, statements as I went around, I would think the price for each one of those was probably very small. And the way that I look at it is this: what does it do to your body, to your endorphins, to all the good stuff that flows through your body when you see something cute, or when you see something amazing, or anything that makes you go, wow, oh, isn't that cute, look at that, and that's the reason, by the way, that whenever I am surfing Facebook or trying to catch up on stuff on Facebook and I see something and I go, wow, or isn't that cute, I go, if it's cute to me, then it's going to be probably pretty cute to my viewers as well. And that's why I post those things. It has to have that sort of impact on me for me to post it. I hope you look busy looking at the trees here. Got a whole avenue of them. There is no doubt that Vancouver is a very pretty area. And we are in an area called Oak Ridge. And I'm laughing because I said Oak Ridge because that's the mall. And I can remember when I first came to Canada, I remember being taken here to Oak Ridge Mall because it was brand new at the time. And I'm looking at it now and going, wow, it doesn't look 30 years old, but it is. And the reason it must be is I arrived in 86. Yeah, that's a long time ago, isn't it? Is that possible? Yikes. You know what's so scary? That's like half a lifetime ago, nearly. Very close to half a lifetime ago. Good memory. Good memories, most of them. So I got an opportunity to speak to the lady who is takes the money as you go in there. She's on reception. And I asked her how long she'd worked at the conservatory, and she told me she'd worked there for 5 years. And I said, what is it like working in that environment? And she said, it's a wonderful way to work. She said it's so peaceful. And obviously, from what you saw, You know, they get to know all the birds by name. The big birds. And now I understand why they knew that it was Monty. You know, I went to visit Monty's house. Oh, sorry about that. I went to visit Monty's house. And I thought it was interesting because what she told me, and I'm sorry I didn't get her name, but what she told me was really cute. She said, it's not only relaxing for me, but I have noticed that there's a change in people while they're here. In other words, tourists and people like myself who've come to have a look at it, we are calmer people when we leave there than when we arrived. Now, isn't that interesting? So for those of you who have anxiety and are able to, there probably is a botanical garden or a conservatory of some sort somewhere near where you live. I say near, it might be quite a way away from where you live. And if you're not capable of doing it, then have you got a friend who would take you? Because you know I'm so sorry to laugh. I've just watched Mummy and Daddy get out of a Mustang. Now I need to tell you that they really struggled to get up because the Mustang is really low, and Mummy and Daddy were my age. And to watch them actually get out of the car was amusing, because it was not elegant, people. Remind me not to get another low car. It was definitely not elegant. Anyway, so go back to the story. So what I really do believe is, if you could get out and go and maybe visit an aquarium, or go visit a science museum, or go visit an art museum, or a conservatory such as this one. I want to tell you something. I can feel the difference. I'm almost tempted to take my blood pressure to see what it did. And in fact, that would be an interesting experiment. The next time I do something like this, I'll take my blood pressure going in and see if it shifts. Interesting. Wouldn't that be interesting? Yeah. This is DearMamaSal saying thank you for coming with me. And remember, if you enjoyed it, give me lots of thumbs up and comments, because then I know, okay, this is the sort of stuff they like to see. Bye bye for now.